Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Jahar, leader of the Kim Dynasty and Spiritual Bandits, because we take our appointments, we're going to ask for what's rightfully ours. And on today's episode of Cigar Talk, I got this FlatHead cigar. I already started, it's already lit up, it's already going, so we just hopping in, we just going with the vibe, we gotta make it work. You know what I'm saying? So today's date is April 15th, 2024, and we want to rank the best Pokemon games. We want to rank the best Pokemon games. So, starting with the rankings, bro, if you look at the options, those are the ones we're ranking. I think in comparison to every other game, those games that are options on the poll are the best Pokemon games to date. So, if I'm just ranking based off of those, let's just start with this, cause like, should we start backwards and then work up to number one? So, cause now I put those games together because they all came out at the same time. So you can't put gold over silver, this and the third. Well, you can, cause then you'll say, well, this one has Ho-Oh, this one has Lugia. I want this one because it has Ho-Oh. Like, sometimes you can do that, but we're not gonna do that. They all came at the same time, so we're grouping them together like that. So I'm gonna say that if we're ranking those four right there, we got Arceus, we got Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So that's four. Those are the top four Pokemon games ever invented currently. Let's get this lit back up. We do gotta get it lit back up. So let's see. I already got this thing lit, so it's like, let me try. I gotta get lit right back up. Let me not litter. I'm gonna throw this in the trash. Let me not litter. And of course, anytime we step out, we gotta have some Project Extinction merch. Lance the Dragon Champion Master. The first Elite Four, you gotta beat Lance, the Dragon Master, the Dragon Champion, the Dragon Trainer. So, those are top four. I'm trying to think if we do top five, are there any honorable mentions? But let's just get it started. Sitting in the number four spot, I'm going to put Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Why? Those were the last of the good Pokemon games. After Emerald, shit got lost in the fan. You got Fire Red and Leaf Green. Fire Red and Leaf Green are remakes, and they are acceptable remakes. Like, there are no complaints about Fire Red and Leaf Green. All niggas wanted to see was the OGs replicated with better graphics. That's all we wanted. We wanted the original Pokemon games with better graphics, and that's what Fire Red and Leaf Green. It don't deviate from the script. It don't try to be like, let's go Eevee and Pikachu on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? It's too cute, too da-da-da-da-da. We just wanted that shit. So Fire Red, Leaf Green, they came out after Emerald, but they help you so that you can complete the cancel decks and you can trade back and forth. So, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald are number 4. Number 3, And it's just like you kind of have to, right? Now at number 3, you just kind of have to. At number 3, we're going to put, and because if you're talking about these and you're ranking these, it's so hard. But at number 3, we're going to do. What's that? AirPods? No, I don't need them. Thank you, though. I got it for free? You joke. Shoot, you give them the AirPods away, I'll take them. I ain't buying it. I don't need no AirPods. What do you need AirPods for? AirPods are nowhere near like cool at all. Nah. AirPods need to come out in different colors for them to be cool. AirPods need to come out in red, black, and white. Like they come out in white, and white is just white get dirty easy, none of this and the third. You need a black pair of AirPods, we need a red pair of AirPods. And that would make AirPods better. Or even Beats. When Beats did the ones that got the skin tone color pods, those are tough. The brown one, the tan one, and this and the third. But that Beats did it. So AirPods needs to actually come out with some skin tone. They got skin tone emojis. Okay. Back to the ranking here. So Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are at number 4. Right above them at number 3 is going to be Gold, Silver, Pokemon Gold, Silver, and what's the word? Crystal. Now, when I sat there and thought about it, I was like, yo, because I was like, yo, does Crystal, am I making something up? Does Crystal really exist? But I think Crystal came out by itself, and Crystal is almost like, you know how you got Emerald? I'm okay. Unless you're giving it away. Unless I can just have it. I like your dress, the green. So, Gold, Silver, and Crystal are legendary. And the reason that I can't put them over Red, Blue, and Yellow is because, hold on. Nah, okay. We're gonna, okay. Let's revisit this. At number 4, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. At number 3, we're gonna put Red, Blue, and Yellow. Because Gold, Silver, and Crystal, better graphics. Not only that, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you can travel back in time. And you actually have to. Oh man, hold on. I gotta get this closer to the I gotta get the hotspot closer to the thing. So let's hope for, it said please wait. It's actually kind of hot. We'll put the hotspot next to the phone. So hopefully it wasn't blurry. Oh man. Hopefully it wasn't blurry. And now what I'm about to do is I'm about to reenact the whole beginning. I gotta reenact my whole beginning again. So let's start this back over. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, Jahar. We're the Kim Dynasty and Spiritual Bandits because we take our abundance, we don't ask for it, so rightfully ours. Now, today's episode of Cigar Talk, we had a FlatHead cigar here. There's nothing to really commend it for except maybe smoke time. Outside of that, I don't care for the taste or anything like that. It is well constructed. I might give it well constructed, but you see it's already coming like up here. You see that right there already. I didn't do anything. So, and you see it's a square shape. We call it a box press. You know what I'm saying? Cigar jargon, cigar talk. So, I'm gonna be ranking the Pokemon games. Sitting at number 4 in the number 4 spot, best Pokemon games as of today. Today's date is April 15th. Today's date is April 15th, 2024. And so, number 4. The number 4 set of Pokemon games. Let's see, we got a vote. Your vote. All time, red, blue, and yellow, the OG shits. It's hard to debate it. So, because that's the thing, when you see the ranking, it's like, how does this game compare to the rest of them? So, I'm going to say at number 4 is Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. At number 3, I'm going to put red, blue, and yellow. I'm sorry. It's respect that it's in the top 5. It's respect that it's in the top 5. As far as legendary, because they set a precedence. You know what I'm saying? It sets a precedence. So, because they're the first. And for them to be so legendary, it's like everything is based off of them. It's like, it's never, like, to top that. But I'm putting gold, silver, and crystal above red, blue, and yellow. Here's why. In Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you can travel back in time, and you have to. Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal are compatible with red, blue, and yellow. And so, if you want to trade or battle with somebody in red, blue, or yellow, you have to travel back in time. That is so lit. That is lit. Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you can travel back in time. That is lit. Also, I think Gold, Silver, and Crystal are the last time that you can clone a Pokemon. Now, if you don't know how to clone Pokemon, you weren't that well into it, then I'm sorry for you. But you can clone Pokemon on red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and crystal. But I think gold, silver, and crystal are the last time that you can actually clone Pokemon. So I'm putting gold, silver, and crystal at number 2 above red, blue, and yellow. And then at number 1 is Arceus. Now, Arceus was so lit because, let's see, this is the first time, and like there's some first attached to this, right? So Arceus is an attempt at open world, and it's not completely. So there's the knock on it. There's the knock on Arceus. You have to go back home, and then you gotta tell the guy at the gate, okay, I want to go to this part of the map. I want to go to this part of the map. Now, that's what Scarlet and Violet. See, Scarlet and Violet sets the precedence of Scarlet and Violet is entirely open world. The thing about it though is, it is like it has a big map, and the fact that you're traveling this and the third. So like red, blue, and yellow, and all the OG games, when you had to travel the map and stuff, I don't know why it didn't feel as big, but Scarlet and Violet makes it feel that big. So, but Arceus is the first time I'm talking about customization. I'm talking about completion, thoroughness, intuitiveness. I'm talking about even just with Arceus, bro. And the dude has said it. I think Austin John plays. I don't think on his joint. He had mentioned it, and that was something that was because like you ain't think about it. You guys was like, yo, you have to use every button. And on Arceus, you have to use every button, but it's intuitive. And it's like, you can just pick up Arceus, and once you got out of control and stuff, it's like, you know what to do. You can hop back in and pick it back up. That's my only thing about Scarlet and Violet. It was too many controls, too many buttons, too much this, that, and the third. Like, to take a selfie, to do this, to wave at somebody, to do a gesture. That stuff was too, that made it really complex. But that's something I'm gonna get into as far as the future of Pokemon. So, and what we'd like to see. So Arceus though, hands down, beautiful game. Just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful, and that's why I couldn't even play Scarlet and Violet. Like I literally bought the double pack, and I played it and put it in. It was the graphics were that bad. Anybody who picks up Scarlet and Violet talks about the graphics. It is like you can't get around it. You're not. There's no. It's not passable. Once you see Arceus, and not even like after you see Arceus, it's just not a clean game graphically. It's not a clean game graphically. Arceus was just tough. So Arceus, I'm commending it off top. Excuse me. My nose is stopped up, but at least it's not. I'm not sneezing. So I'd rather have my nose stopped up than be sneezing right now. So commending Arceus because, like I just told you, graphically beautiful. There's no like you can't even complain about the graphics on Arceus. It's the most beautiful Pokemon game to date. Completion. Now, one of the things is with the Pokemon games, and it's not that it's a knock, but then again it is. You know how like Apple was like, we mad that Apple don't give you the charger no more. Apple just give you a phone. Now you gotta go buy the charger for that. You know what I'm saying? For the iPhone and stuff. The one thing about Pokemon is like you gotta get this version and this version just to complete the Pokédex. Like you can't complete the Pokédex without getting both versions of the game. That was just the thing with Pokemon. And so Arceus, you don't have that problem. Arceus, you can catch every single Pokemon. You don't have to. You don't need another device to trade back and forth with yourself. That's something like if you even like, you don't have like, it's just awesome, bro. Like you can, all those Pokemon that have to trade through evolution through trading are Gengar, Alakazam, Steelix, all those that, because the thing about that is, because here's another thing. Let's say you actually have a friend that you could trade your Haunter to. You could trade your Kadabra to, or your Onyx holding the metal coat. Let's say you have a friend that you can actually trade those Pokemon to. It's going to evolve with them, and they're going to be classified as the owner. That was just something, right? And then you're going to have this Pokemon, and yes, it started off with you. You raised it, and you did all the work for it. But the Steelix, the Alakazam, or that Gengar will have somebody else as their trainer. And so that would be, you know what I'm saying? That's just you know what I'm saying? That's an ick. But Arceus, you don't have that problem. Arceus, you don't have that problem. So Arceus allows you to complete the game without depending on anybody else. And it has the whole, you can catch every Pokemon in it. And so, well, up until then. Now the thing about that is, because certain Pokemon games, after Emerald, I don't even know what those other Pokemon games are called. Well, I mean, I know of them, but I never played them. Like, anything that was on the DS, I didn't play. Pokemon Brilliant, so Diamond, Pearl, XY, Black and White, I didn't play those games, but I think I looked it up. I think on X and Y, or Black and White, one of them two, I think somebody actually committed that you can actually catch all the Pokemon up until then. But Arceus, you can complete the entire Pokédex. You go from, I don't know how many Pokemon that is, bro. But Arceus lets you do that. So Arceus lets you complete the game by yourself. You don't need another device. You don't need another person. You can do it all by yourself. You catch every Pokemon. It's beautifully beautifully graphic. Yeah, the graphics on that beautiful. Even you can walk around with your Pokemon. That's something that's OG Jane from back in Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow used to have your Pikachu following you around. That was lit. Now you can have any Pokemon following you around. Clothes. You can wear anything you want to wear. Like if I show you my, if I go back and show you my Switch, my guy, he got the hat, He got a kimono on, this and the third, skin tone, eye color, everything. You can make him look like you, and you can do that junk like, whatchamacallit, you can relatively do that junk at your own space and on your own time and low key kind of sort. You got your own house. You're not even yeah, our teacher's too late. You got your own house. You set up in this the jump. You got your own place that you can sleep in, and that junk is just too cool, bro. Our teacher's too cool. This is our first time you're seeing Pokemon sleep, and now ours is, and then it low key, it forced you to catch multiple Pokemon of the same ones, because it's not just catching one. You couldn't do that. You gotta catch multiple of them. That's like you got all these side quests and tasks that you gotta complete and things like that. And then, what was this other part I want to say? Okay, Pokemon sleeping. That was an added effect to the whole Pokemon catching experience. It's just easier to catch them. They sitting there, a Pokemon, you walk up, you sleep, it's sleeping, you crouch down, get close to it, and you aim. You gotta aim the Pokeball and too lit. Even because that's a knock on Scarlet and Violet too. The camera angle, bro. Let me go ahead. This is actually a perfect time. The fact that it just went out just now, I can go ahead and take this off. I can go ahead and take this off. Yeah. So here's that band. Bands that make that dance. Bands that make that dance. So what I was about to talk about, it was camera angle. Go. Actually, let's save fluid. Let's save some fluid. Let me use the silver one. I abandoned this one. So, even the camera angle, bro. For Arceus, you can do a whole 360 around that whole battle and see the angle, see the battle from another angle. It's no longer you just the camera set up behind your Pokemon and you can only see your just the back of your head of you as a trainer. Now you can change the camera angle, see what it's like from the other side, watch your Pokemon and watch yourself battle, and it's so crazy because even just to watch your trainer, you can change the camera angle around and watch your trainer say yeah or boom, and you know what I'm saying. Shit was too lit, bro. Shit was too lit. So Scarlet and Violet, for some reason the camera angle just don't be matching up, and your Pokemon will vanish off the camera, or it's just weird and wonky. So Arceus, I'm trying to compliment Arceus for everything I can. Oh, so Pokemon sleeping was a thing, and then even those Pokemon that, you know, when you hop into battle with them, they might run away, they get scared and stuff like that. So those Pokemon you got to sneak up on, and they gave you all the stuff to do it. It was on some, you got to have a smoke bomb. You daggone, boom, put the smoke bomb right there. You crouch down in the smoke, and then you still got to be looking through the smoke and throw the Pokeball at the Pokemon, catch it off guard, catch some baby Pokemon. I think I even, because you know on the Switch you can start to record yourself. So I think it was just so lit because it was so cool. I'm going through the motions of everything, crouch down, do the smoke bomb, crouch through the smoke, go through. I screen recorded myself catching, it might have been a Clefairy. If it wasn't Clefairy, Clefairy. You know the baby form? The baby form of Clefairy? Clefable? So I even screen recorded myself catching a baby form of Cleffa. I caught that Cleffa. It was just the whole setup and the whole process of doing it was so cool. So you see Pokemon sleeping, walking up on them, starting them that way, making it easier to catch them that way. Or the baby Pokemon that get scared easy, they might run away from you and just vanish. You can you got to sneak up on them, just doing that. It just the process of just going about catching Pokemon makes it so much more like this made you really feel like this really put you in. You talking about you a trainer and you about catching this, and this made the whole. Because it's called what? Catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. And battling is an aspect of Pokemon. But the catching aspect, it made the catching aspect so immersive and challenging. Because then it's even flying Pokemon. You're gonna see inside of Arceus, there's a Gyarados flying around, there's a Togetic flying, and I think there may be like one more, but I had to screen record me catching when I caught them, boy, and it's like, cause it go into the timing of it, cause they be flying in like some of them, like I think one of them was like flying in a circle. Some of them be flying in a pattern, and so you got a time to catch. And when you throw the Pokeball, you be like, okay, it's about to boom, boom, boom. You throw the Pokeball, boom, it's in the air, and then it hit it, and then you gotta catch the Pokemon in the air as it's flying. I had to screen record a couple of those, and that was just so awesome. Just the timing of it, you being so patient with it, bruh. There was no there's no just I'm just waiting. I'm just gonna throw these Pokeballs, just throw. No, this is skill. Yeah, these are catching skills. You have to work on your catching skills. The timing, the patience, bam, catching that joint right on point. So, and then even then, right, you can do a perfect throw, and it's gonna do what? Pop out. And these ones you're not even battling the ones that's flying through the sky. You just gotta catch them just as they flying. Shit's tough. Shit was tough. What else? There's a ton of side missions. Like, my Pokédex on Arceus is complete. Because I was that type, like, okay, if it's possible to go ahead and catch, and I don't have to depend on nobody else, and it's like, because then it comes down to it's just you. And it's like, how determined are you going to be to complete this Pokédex? And because Arceus is like, everything is here, in game. Go ahead and catch it. I did that. I've caught everything. The only thing I have not caught, I think, is a Darkrai, and I think Darkrai is one of them Pokemon. That's from like one of them games I was just talking about, like from X, Y, Black and White. It's just from one of them. It's one of the previous games, whatever. Now, what I did play and what I did enjoy was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond. I did enjoy those. Again, they're on the Switch. And I don't even think they worked on it graphically, but it still gives you that old skill feel of how Pokemon was. Just going through, getting your 8 badges, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're used to, and that's what we love about Pokemon, man. Now, in playing Shining Pearl, even Arceus, because you always have to go into the caves and stuff. I think the only knock that people had about Arceus in the cave was the fact that there wasn't more caves. I think people was asking for more caves, bro, on Arceus. I think that's the only thing people wanted for Arceus, bro, more caves. So Arceus is that a perfect Pokemon game? if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, my experience with Arceus was a 10. Your first time, and especially on some, you ain't played Pokemon in a little minute, you you come back on this, that was beautiful, man. Especially a transition game. Even if it's Arceus is that transition game from to being open world and right before Scarlet, Arceus was perfect. Arceus was a perfect Pokemon game. I'm trying to say that anything else I want to compliment it on. Now something because I was one of the ones that has after Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, I had stopped playing. So certain things are just weird to me, and it's just like as an OG Pokemon fan and player, I just didn't really care. I didn't care. No. Okay. So the only reason I don't have that Darkrai is because I bought Eevee and Pikachu. I could have bought Eevee or Pikachu and then just bought Sword and Shield. I didn't want to play Pokemon Sword and Shield. I didn't care about those Mega Evolutions. I still don't care. I don't care to look at it. I like they completely look weird. It's called a Mega Evolution. Like I just did not care for that at all. She got a fat ass. She has a nice body. Like not even just because she had a fat ass. Like okay, just a segue because this is called Tenjutsu no Shasha. So like with her body, you can kind of tell like she don't even work out for her. So she actually pretty slim. And the reason was you see the way she's walking at her, like okay, this is like almost kind of weird too, but she got a natural body, bro. She got a natural body, and that shit was fucking weird. Proportionate body, nice. She was like, oh gosh. It's like, do you want a bitch that work out? Because if you got a bitch that work out, then you need to be working out. Doing that shit. And she driving the truck. Man, she driving the truck, bro. Damn. She lit. So, Arceus, graphically, completion, immersive catching experience. It was so beautiful, man. It was just so beautiful. It's a perfect game. So then I put at number 2, I put gold, silver, and crystal. Now gold, silver, and crystal. Now, I have to compliment this on smoke time. As far as smoke time, this is awesome. This is really good. It's holding up. You know what I'm saying? Like I had already started smoking it on my last live, so. The fact that it's lasted through this one, just going through, this is dope. I'll commend it on that. So now, next, gold, silver, and crystal. The reason I just told you I'm putting those over red, blue, and yellow. Graphically, they look better. They still have that same feel, that same ramping up. And you can travel back in time. So you can still catch all the Pokemon up until then. And so like that's another thing you start with those other Pokemon games because you can't catch certain Pokemon and like you can't catch all the Pokemon up until that date. So that's why I'm not even considering those. But Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you're gonna be able to catch all the Pokemon after you beat the Elite Four. You get to go back to the Johto region, so you get to travel, and then when you gotta battle somebody from Red, Blue, and Yellow or trade with them, you gotta go back in time. And when you go back in time, the graphics even change too. The graphics will change to make like you look like you went in vintage. That's so fucking cool. Just as an aside, you know how like black and white movies, movies used to be in black and white. And you be thinking like, damn, the people back in the day, could they see in color? You be thinking back in the day, just because movies are in black and white, you be thinking you be thinking the 1920s, in my mind, and anybody growing up, bro, you would think the 1900s to like 1950s was all black and white. Like, damn, could them niggas see in color? Um, so, Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you catch all the Pokemon up until that date, and you can still clone Pokemon. And it's just that old school feel. Red, blue, and yellow. So anything I say about red, blue, and yellow is also going to be about the same compliments I'm going to give for red, blue, and yellow are going to be the compliments I would give to gold, silver, and crystal, because they still have that same effect on the feel. So number 1, Arceus. Number 2, gold, silver, crystal. Number 3, red, blue, and yellow. Now, yellow, I think yellow, I'm not sure if your Pikachu follows you around in red and blue, but I know in yellow it could. And so if you want to put yellow above red and blue, fine. Fine. Yo, I was on Threads last night and I said, yo, my allergies and my nose rings are in a fight right now, bro. My allergies and my nose ring are in a fight right now. I am happy that I got my nose ring at the time I did, because you know, there's okay. As another aside, when you go to get certain things, like if you're gonna get a piercing or a tattoo, if you're gonna get a tattoo, bro, I would suggest getting a tattoo in the winter. Because you're not supposed to expose your tattoo to sunlight. And so during the winter, you're more likely going to be inside, and you can give your tattoo time to heal and things like that, and your skin to, like, a tattoo, I'm not even sure, let me see. I got this tattoo on my birthday, on my 30th birthday, in Hawaii. It's sort of crazy, because, bro, it's gonna mess you up, because Hawaii, Hawaii is a sunny island, bro. Where you gonna be at in the shade? And I think like my first or second day after getting it, I was in the sun. Like the first day, I think I did okay, but was scared the fuck out of me. Oh my goodness. So I got the tattoo, right? Because you know, tattoo is a lifelong decision. I mean, they got tattoo erasers, but who wants to go through that process? Why are you going back on what you did? Why are you reneging? Why you do something that you're gonna regret later? So the first day I woke up with my tattoo, bro, I was in shock. I was like, it was all crusty and wrinkly, and oh my goodness. So you got to go through that. When you get a tattoo, bro, it's gonna be wrinkly. You know what I'm saying? Until your skin heals back up, until it smooths back out. It's basically like a scar. You just scarred your body. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you had cut yourself, it's a scab basically. Your tattoo goes through a scabbing process. So it's best for it to be able to heal, you know what I'm saying, during the winter. It's not exposed to the sun, because the sun will change the smoothness of it and there. I think mine healed up pretty good. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. Because I was keeping that thing moisturized, boy. I was in class, I could around a thing of that Johnson, that baby lotion. Had that baby lotion on me. Just moisturizing that jank. Every, you know what I'm saying, a few hours. You don't want to let it dry out. So, but that's a debate on tattoos too. Letting it air dry, or because back in the day you used to see people wrap it in plastic. They used to wrap their tattoo in plastic, but it doesn't give it a chance. It doesn't give you a chance. It doesn't give your neck wherever your tattoo is, that doesn't get a chance to breathe and this and that. But there's pluses in it. Right? It doesn't really matter. I don't know. I think it also goes to like the color, the location, all that stuff. Whether you want to wrap it up, you can't. You gonna make sure that you sit here properly. Right. So after that, red, blue, and yellow are so iconic. And what I also want you want to comment a game for is also its difficulty. So you go through because the other thing, now this is another knock, and this is what, you know what I'm saying, it depends on who you are, this and that third, but the Pokemon games, you don't have a rival anymore. now it's because you playing Scarlet and Violet. Not only they choose the Pokemon that's weak that yours can beat. That takes away a difficulty. That takes away an added challenging aspect of the game. I like the rival. You know what I'm saying? So Pokemon, that's how Gen starts off. You got your rival in the beginning. You choose a Pokemon, but you always know that your rival has a Pokemon that technically can beat your original starting Pokemon. So, and now that I'm saying the thing about it, I'm not that it's disrespectful, but what happened to Gary, bro? Ash is in all the games. We should be seeing Gary every once in a while, bro. We should still be seeing Gary. I don't know what happened to him. I stopped watching the show, but you keep playing the game. And I don't know what happened to Gary. It would be nice to see Gary wherever, in the back of a cave or just here, or right before you got to face the Elite Four or something, you got to face Gary, and he'd be like, yo, you think you about to go such and such? They need to bring Gary back. You see Ash is in the game, bring Gary back. As a matter of fact, Ash not even in the games no more. In Red, Blue, and Yellow, you got to face Ash, bro. Or the version, you get to face Red, his alter ego. So, they need to bring Red and Gary back, bro. I'm not even sure if they call him Gary. I think they used to call him, and I could very well be wrong. I feel like you used to be able to name your rival too. Like, cause you could be red and then he could be green, or he could be blue. Cause I feel like I would call myself red and then you could call your rival blue. Or some, I think you used to get to name your rival, cause Professor Oak be like, and this is my such and I forgot his name. What's his name? Cause he's Professor Oak. Nah. Because they still, in all the games, they still reference Oak. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, some way they reference Professor Oak. They need to keep them in the game, bro. They always in the show. Keep them in the game too. So we need to play Gary. We need to bring Gary and Red, or Red and Blue, back into the games, bro. Somehow, some way we gotta find them, fight them. They should be somebody we gotta fight, and everything gotta be maxed out. Every single one of the Pokemon at level 100. The OGs, bro, the OGs. But as far as difficulty, and like just you going into a certain cave, and then the only thing you can see is yourself because it's so pitch black dark, and it's like those games are so cool because how do you convey a concept, and it's pixelated. You know what I'm saying? Red, Blue, Yellow is all pixel. It's all pixelated. And so you walk into a cave and then it's just all you see is yourself. And so how do you navigate this cave? And so you gotta have a Pokemon who knows Flash to light everything up. You gotta have a Pokemon who knows Strength to push a boulder. And then now that you got these boulders in here, you gotta push this boulder this way, push this boulder this way, you gotta push the boulders in certain ways to get past just certain obstacles. You gotta have a Pokemon that knows Rock Smash, you gotta have a Pokemon that knows Surf. And this is just trying to get yourself through a cave, bro. Just trying to get yourself through a cave. And so that adds difficulty because your Pokemon only knows 4 moves. So then just like, well, who can learn most of these moves? You gotta find a normal type Pokemon. And then there's gonna be a Pokemon that you do or don't even care about. Like, man, I just got this Pokemon. And this in your party, you can only carry 6 Pokemon. So you got this Pokemon, like, okay, you gonna know Surf, you gonna know Strength. Like, you might carry like just for conversation, like you gonna carry a Snorlax, but you're not gonna waste these moves on a Snorlax. I'm just saying a normal type Pokemon. Who gonna know Strength, Surf, Rock Smash, all this stuff, so you don't gotta waste those moves on your other Pokemon. So, got that. Now, So I think that's just awesome. Difficulty on red, blue, and yellow, gold and silver, difficulty was up even back in the day, bro. Because if you ain't had that Pokemon book to say, this item is over here, this item is over here, it made it so you really had to do a lot to just explore and get through stuff. But at the same time, they give you a way to make it easier for you. Because you be tired of walking through the cave and Zubats is popping up and this and that, boom, boom. So it's like, all right, you got your max repels to make it a little bit easier. You gotta buy some max repels to get through this cave. So random Zubats. What else is annoying? I know Rattata is annoying in the beginning. But these are also compliments that you can start saying for Arceus and those, because, well, like, because you know that there's an influx of a certain Pokemon in this region, so there's always going to be some level 4, level 5, level 2s and 3s, Rattata, Pidgeys, and popping up in the beginning over here in this area when the game first started. But Arceus, you now start to see, okay, man, I got, you're going to start to see so many other Pokemon pop up even in just the beginning. And so you're really going to be able to catch and frenzy and catch and win. So we got that. I'm commending red, blue, and yellow for the precedent they set, even the difficulty of just starting it up, how intriguing that was. You know what I'm saying? Just being there, just trying to navigate it. And at this point, they're not nostalgic. But you'll see people right now, it's like, and I said this the other day, people right now, if you gave them a choice to say, hey, would you rather play the Switch? If you could get it for free, right? We're gonna give you the Switch and all the Pokemon games on the Switch, or all the Pokemon games on the Game Boy Color in advance. You talking about giving somebody a Game Boy Color in red, blue, and yellow? And gold and silver, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, all, you can play all those on Game Boy Color. Game Boy Pocket. So we could put it on that. You gave somebody a choice between Pokemon Switch and all the Pokemon games on the Switch, or all the Pokemon games on the Game Boy Color. An OG Pokemon fan's gonna choose that Game Boy Color and all those original games. So then, does that contradict what I just said? Putting Arceus number 1? No, it don't. I'm sorry. Hell no. I'm playing Arceus though. Arceus is lit. Then yeah. Red, blue, and yellow. Yellow allowing you to have a Pikachu follow you around, your Pokemon follow you around. But remember, like I just said, Arceus, you can have anyone in your Pokemon follow you around. You can let all your Pokemon out in Arceus, and you can just stand there and just be chilling with all your Pokemon in Arceus. So, come on, bro. Arceus is the goal. Arceus is the dream. Now, what else we got? Oh, then I ended the ranking with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Now, Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby. Now the thing is, this is when you move to the Game Boy Advance. Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby, you can't play on the Game Boy Color. It's still, though, Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, you are allowed to catch all the Pokemon games up until, you're allowed to catch all the Pokemon up until that point. Now, it does become a little bit harder and challenging but that's why you have Fire Red and Leaf Green. You got Fire Red and Leaf Green so that you can complete and get all the Johto Pokemon. All the Kanto Pokemon. And because I think Ruby and Sapphire allow you to go to Johto. I could be lying. I don't want to lie. I think. So I'm at the fact check. I know in Gold, Crystal, Silver, you can, after you beat what to call it, you can go back to Kanto and start catching all the originals. But I think you can. And again, that's super lit. And it doesn't, and so Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, they still, the original blueprint plan for the Pokemon Jane, town to town, going through your Jane, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and they're just dope too. And it's like you gotta mention those because you said those Pokemon in there, bro, on Ruby and Sapphire, like you be having certain phrases for no reasons. I think it's Camerupt. I used to love a Camerupt, bro. That jump, it's a Camo Pokemon with the volcanoes on his back. I used to love that. Skarmory was tough back then. So then, because then you're Dragon Pokemon, right? I think, I could be wrong, I could, read more research, but I'll just be chatting off the top of the dome. So, man, I think there's some other stuff too. Okay. Because Pokemon is so, man, it's too cool. I think when you you can go to your friend, you gotta have a link cable, you gotta trade with your friends and whatnot. But there's some of this thing, like you can mix data, mix cards or whatever. And so your friend or whatever, you could battle your friend again inside your game based on where their home base was. And so if your friend tells you where their home base is, and I know for sure, it's coming back to me in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I know for sure that if you mix data with somebody, then you could go to their house, because you can have your own little house, your tree house, or wherever you decide to have it at. You can have it in a cave. There's certain little places that you can go in and you put you can decorate it all up, you put your Pokédolls, and you put all your stuff in there. It's your own little tree house, your own little thing. But if you do I forget what they call it, but your mixed data with somebody, one of your friends, you could then in your game, like even when they're not around you, you can go somewhere in your game and you can still battle your friend, or at least see them in your game. So that's super cool too. That's super cool too. But I'm not sure if you could do that back in Gold, Silver, but I know Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire, you could have your friend pop up and you could see your friend in their tree base or their tree house or whatever. That was really cool. Yeah, but I think if Ruby said, the Pokemon contest, so they had Safari used to be super cool back in the day, because that was the only time you're going to catch a Pinsir or a Scyther, you know what I'm saying? And Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you catch a Pinsir or a Scyther and this and that, you got to go to the Safari Zone and go through there. You got to catch a whole bunch of it, and that was a whole competition in itself. But the little Pokemon, James, I think the Pokemon contest, where it's like your Pokemon is going to get ribbons for certain moves, it being intimidating, cool, cute. I was not winning the cute contest, bro. I was gonna try to win I can win the cool and the the cool contest and the intimidating and stuff or something like that. But yeah, and then it's those little things where you be in a Pokemon contest, you gotta use rain on this one, you gotta line your moves up right. You use rain on this one, and then you use thunder, and then it's like super cool that you tie your moves together and stuff like that. That was always good shit. So, and then so yeah. But I think Ruby Sapphire and Gold was the first time you started doing those Pokemon contests, and then even we got the curator. It's way in the back, but there's like a Pokemon museum, and you get to like put stuff in there. I forget how those little statues that be in there. This is going to space, the space station. Now again, like I'm not sure, but I think you could go. They said that you're supposed to be able to go to space and catch Deoxys. That's still up to me. I haven't seen somebody actually do that yet. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. That was cool. Just the space station. Yeah, all those games right there, bro. I don't think nothing of the old ones now. Again, the ones after Fire Red and Leaf Green, Pokemon games between there and anything on the DS, I don't really know much about. And it's like I don't think they changed the scope of anything. Like, not that Pokemon has a dark age, but if there was a dark age of Pokemon, I think it's those DS ones for real. Kind of, sort of. That's debatable. But without those, if you just go from boom, if you skip everything off the DS, I think you jump to Arceus and it's lit. Because I did play Brilliant Diamond and Shine Pearl, and those are cool, and you can I think catch anything on those too. And then because Brilliant Diamond, I think Diamond and Pearl, that's when you first started to see Pokemon like up and about. And you got to go to the cave, and you got to start to catch other stuff in the underground. You can start catching the old ones. What I was going to say about the tough dragon, and because Rayquaza, man, damn. Debatable. Best dragon Pokemon. OG, like it's almost like it could be a legendary, and it basically is in conversational purpose the Dragonite. And then at the Dragon, Rayquaza, I'm sorry, that Rayquaza might be aesthetically and strength and everything. Rayquaza is tough. I don't know if I got a Rayquaza in RC. Alright, yeah. I just looked it up. You can get Rayquaza Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and you get Rayquaza in Heart Gold and Heart and Soul Silver. Remember, I don't care about no Mega Evolution. So, again, that's why Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Rayquaza, bro. Rayquaza. Tough legendary. Because then you also got Latios and Latias. Damn, bro. Damn. Rayquaza is in. Those are the last games you can get Rayquaza in. Rayquaza is not in there, and he's like I just said, I told you, at the Dragonite, Rayquaza is the best looking and strongest. That's the rawest dragon Pokemon, bro. Best dragon Pokemon out there, bro. Damn. So those are my top Pokemon games, bro. Those are my top Pokemon games. And that's why if I'm gonna sit here and say if there's any reason to put why Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald is better than the other Pokemon games, it's because you can get Rayquaza. Rayquaza using Outrage, boy. Rayquaza using Outrage, tough, man, tough. So those my top Pokemon games, bro. Those are the top Pokemon games all time ever. And I don't know where Pokemon is going after this. Oh, but so I also want to mention like some dream collaborations. If Pokemon still expand. So again, you've seen Mario, Super Smash Brothers, or Like you've seen other games take either elements or incorporate other characters. It would be really cool to be be Goku or be Vegeta in Pokemon. You walking around as a Goku because you see it in Fortnite. You can play as Goku and Vegeta or somebody in Fortnite. So if you can do that in Pokemon, just picture you start off as Goku and you picking up a Pikachu. That's lit. That's lit. So I would do that. Um, I would love to see some Dragon Ball characters. If you could play as Dragon Ball characters as Pokemon trainers. And now I do think Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon could have a collaboration type of thing. And it's just so that now on like, but in this way, it's more of a Yu-Gi-Oh adaptation in the sense of you got your cards, and now that you got your cards, you can carry more than 6 Pokemon with you. It's whatever's in the cards. Um, Now, but I've never actually played the Pokemon game with the cards, so I don't be knowing those. I just know there's a fire one, there's a this and a third. I never actually sat down and had a Pokemon battle with somebody with as far as cards go. But if you combine that with Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, so but I'm saying more of a Yu-Gi-Oh. Set it up as Yu-Gi-Oh. So you got your deck of cards, so that way you now gotta carry you can carry more Pokemon with you, and then set on the same board, and the Pokemon can just come out the cards. I think that's a dope collaboration. Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. I think being able to walk around as a Dragon Ball Z character in Pokemon, that would be tough. And that's as far as I'm right now. That's as far as I'm going. As far as collaborations, dream collaborations, I would say those two. Now, for the future of Pokemon, you saw it in Pokemon Go. Now, if they add Pokemon to like the metaverse, or adding Pokemon to the Apple Pro version or Facebook's version of the Quest, if you can play Pokemon on those and you put your headset on, and I talked about this like this other day, if you got a belt, if you actually have a Pokemon belt and you got Pokeballs and stuff, that right there, if we talk about being an immersive game, it's so cool. That's gonna then you're not even gonna complain about the graphics as much. But you've seen what they do with Pokemon Go. You've seen what they do with Pokemon Go. Now you put yourself with a headset, and just like with the Apple Pro glasses, if you're walking around, actually now you're walking around in real life with Apple Pro glasses on, or whatever version of a headset is, a 3D headset, and you're walking around in real life, so you can still see people, you can still see everything going on, but you got a headset, and you can actually go around and you can see Pokemon pop up in real life. You walking through the woods and a Pokemon pops up. You walking by the water and you see Whoopers and stuff, like, and you see Magikarp just flopping around. Or if you look up in the sky and there's a Pokemon in the sky, that is too cool. And if you gotta grab your Pokeball off your thing, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to be throwing things out here. You don't want to be throwing things at people. But I think people, nobody's gonna really be throwing anything anyway, because you don't want to mess up your Pokeball. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. I mean, it would be cool if it get dented. So it gotta be metal. It gotta be a metal. You gotta have a metal Pokeball as like a controller or whatever. But then yeah, you press that or something, and you can press like the little button on the Pokeball, and the Pokemon can pop out. That don't be too cool, bro. That don't be too cool. Too cool. And like I said the other day, if you actually have like metal Pokeballs, and let's say they just give you like 1 or 2, 3. I say 3. Give you 3, so you at least carry 3 Pokemon around with you at any point in time. And then if you want to trade with somebody, you can trade Pokeballs. And like in real life, bro, that is too hot, bro. And that's too hot. Like you like here, you take this one, and I take this one, boom. Or you can either trade Pokeballs, and then they would have to hook their Pokeball up to your headset, or it's just like y'all can tap Pokeballs. So that way, because I was talking about the other day, like let's say you got an Ultra Ball, and they got a Pokemon inside of a Pokeball. You're like, I'm not about to give you this Ultra Ball, but we can tap, and they can just switch like that. And it'll be Bluetooth, so it can be Bluetooth, a Bluetooth trade. Here, tap Pokeballs, and that Pokemon will come to this one, that Pokemon will come. So I think that's dope. As far as the future of Pokemon go, being in real life, I think that's awesome. Anything else? I'm actually getting hungry, bro. I'm getting hungry. But dream collaborations touched on it, and then touched on dream collaborations and the future of it. That's where that's where I would like to see Pokemon go. Pokemon Go. That's why I definitely like to see it. I like to see it do just that. Put your headset on and you got metal Pokeballs. Because then you can even start putting stickers on your Pokeballs. That's what you can do that in certain games too. You can put stickers on your Pokeball, really design them up yourself. I would design my Pokeball so crazy, bro. It's gonna be so fire. So I want them to have like real metal Pokeballs as a controller. You got your headset, you can walk around, catch Pokemon in real life, battle them in real life. And just like somebody, like they was on the chat just the other day, they was talking about, bro, to actually have a Pokemon battle, and you in front of somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? You at the airport, or I'm sitting right here, and You can have live Pokemon battles in real life, bro. And you could just screen record it in the headset. You can screen, and that could just be a feature in the jump. You can screen record your battles, and then so people can see like, oh shit, like, bro, that shit is so fucking bad. That shit's so fucking bad. Because then you can just get the footage from the other person, so you can see both point of views. That joint is too hot, bro. That joint is too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. Pokemon headset. So that has been an episode of Cigar Talk and Best Pokemon Games. So feel free to comment. If you got your own opinion, feel free to drop that down into the comments and let me know, how would you rank Pokemon games? And I only gave you the top 4. So if you have a top 4 Pokemon games, go from there. Now my top Pokemon. Who's your 6? Like, so for me, every time I play a Pokemon game, bro, I'm walking around, and somebody, I remember I battled somebody, bro, and they was like, yo, you got this on the third, and it's like, once I beat this, I can beat all your stuff. I was like, bro, I don't care. These are my favorites, bro. So who kind of like infiltrated my junk? Playing Arceus, that monkey Pokemon will infiltrate your top, bro. That monkey Pokemon hit that fire, Fahrenheit, whatever his name is. He is tough. He is tough. That Fire 8 Pokemon, I'm still walking around. If I can get my Dragonite, I'm getting my Dragonite. I'm getting my Charizard. Now, I'm not sure if I actually had a Blastoise. Or my character race. I don't know the Blastoise race, but I don't know. That's not my team. My dream team. But just my top Pokemon. My top Pokemon are going to be Gengar, Dragonite, Charizard, Red Gyarados, Mew, Rayquaza, Latias. I'd rather have the red one, not the blue one. So Latias and Tyranitar. I don't even know why I'm just not naming Tyranitar. Tyranitar, bro. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Tyranitar. Tyranitar might be my favorite. Tyranitar is my favorite Pokemon. It's kind of hard to say that. Tyranitar, Dragonite, Rayquaza, Latias, Gengar. You want Lugia or Ho-Oh? I like Ho-Oh better, but Lugia, you gotta respect Lugia. MU. Scizor. Now, in Pokemon Red, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there is this one little Pokemon, and I had got it on Scarlet, but I was trying to get it raised up or whatever, because I feel like its defense is super weak, and I don't know whatever that thing about to be, but just shout out to a couple of, you know what I'm saying, the newer generations. Flamigo is tough, and he's strong, and Flamigo is tough. That, and Shedinja is tough. That's a Pokemon that I would raise to a level 100 just cause. I gotta go back and look at my Ruby. If I look at my Ruby, how do I say this? If I look at my Ruby, I know, like, you know, there's certain Pokemon trainers who will actually sort their Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Got my waters in this box. I got my fires in this box. So got my dragons in this box, my dark in this one, my psychic in this one. And so I would put. I had 100. These are all my Pokemon that's at level 100. I had that type of box. Shedinja is going to be in that level 100 box and get to level 100. Honorable mention, Steelix. But Scizor is just too tough. Scizor was too tough. Scizor is just too tough, bro. Scizor is just too tough. I'm sorry. Scizor is hot. Any other ones? Any just like honorable mention? I'm trying to think. You look at the word. I like Mankey. No, Primate. Mankey. Whatever the evolved version. Whichever one's the evolved one. That was tough. Because then I also like Hariyama for some reason. I just like Hariyama. Snorlax. You haven't mentioned Snorlax? Snorlax is in my top Pokemon. Typhlosion. Bro, I used to go back to the Pokemon games and beat it with the different starter. Like, oh, I'm gonna go through with this starter, I'm gonna go through with this starter, go through with this starter. You gonna always love your game with the. Come on, bro. You always gonna love it. Oh, I was gonna say, no, not many water Pokemon. I'm still the Lugia. Lapras is an OG. Lapras is an OG. Mew and Mewtwo. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. If you don't love one, you gotta love the other. Mew and Mewtwo. And anything else, bro? Oh, Scarlet Violet, I forget. He's a little guy. He looks like Scizor. And I don't even know what his type. He a fire type too. He tough. I don't know what his name is. But ooh, Lucario. If you ain't played Pokemon in a little bit and you see Lucario is tough. And that's one of the ones it's gonna evolve when it loves you. Lucario is tough. Lucario is tough. He look cool. He like swiping, no swiping. He like the Slot Fox. Anything else I want to try to mention? Yeah, I like Ho. I'm gonna throw Zapdos in there. Oh, and you love the team. And just because they're fighting type, it just makes them, you know what I'm saying, instead of third. But OG fighting types, man, Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan. You gotta love them. Hitmontop, the one who be spinning on his head. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Them boys is tough, bro. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, that's a duo, bro. You gotta love them. And, anything else? I'm trying to think. For some reason, I used to like Survivor. So I'm gonna just throw them out there. I used to really like Survivor for some reason. Oh, Muck. Muck used to be crazy. Muck used to do people in. I think that's it, bro. Can I give a shout out to a grass type? Venusaur. Well, shout out to grass type. You shouting out Venusaur. Sudowoodo used to look cool. There was this one Jane. It was Shuckle. That Jane used to be so annoying. It had amazing defense, but it was slow and it didn't evolve. And I'm mad they made it evolve. I'm mad they gave it evolution. You used to want it to evolve, and then low key is like, it's okay that it doesn't evolve. Shuckle. That's a funny looking Jane. Shuckle. Shout out to Blast though. Shout out to those. You guys know. Oh, and then low-key, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. When you look at the new ones, the Quaxley looks super cool, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That nigga look cool as fuck. If this artist was gonna look the coolest, he looked cool as fuck. And I think niggas was mad. It's okay to be mad. And then at the same time, you gotta kind of respect it. But, whatever the Fuecoco, the fact that he's not standing up in his lap, he finally gets to his lap jump, he's a crocodile, that threw people off, bro. That threw people off, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Typhlosion stands up. Mostly, you know what I'm saying? People want him to stand up, and he didn't. So that was just something to talk about. So yeah. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Alright. Woo! Aerodactyl. I'm just gonna mention Kabuto and Kabutops because they some unknown. Y'all remember the unknown Pokemon? They trying to catch all the letters, try to catch all the unknowns. Right. Aerodactyl. I like Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl. I think low key he might not get so much credit just because he's a rock type and he can low key just get knocked out super easy. But Aerodactyl, I really like Aerodactyl. Like he look cool. Aerodactyl look cool. I don't even think he's a dragon type. He might be rocking flying or something. He's not a dragon type. Because I think that conversation just popped up the other day. The dragon types, there's only 2 dragons. Kingdra and Dragonite. Those are only dragons from the original OGs. Aerodactyl's not a dragon. But when you face the dude in the back of the Elite Four, he got an Aerodactyl. He got one. It looked like one. It looked like a dragon. So Aerodactyl is tough. I miss having one of those. Just to have it type of thing. It ain't even like we battling with it, but just to have it. Okay. Ooh, and Arcanine. Cause like I like dogs. I like dogs, bro. Arcanine is that guy, bro. Arcanine is the OG fire dog Pokemon, bro. Cause who even comes up to him on some this under 30 like you want to touch, bro? Houndoom. That's your cause I still want I want a Doberman. That's what Houndoom is. Houndoom is your Doberman. Arcanine is your golden retriever type of thing. So Arcanine's your golden retriever. That's your fluffy fire dog. Houndour, that's your dark fire type. Well, Houndour is tough. So I like Houndour. Houndoom. Whichever one's they belong to. Alright. I think there's somebody okay. Boba Fett, bro. Boba Fett. People used to sleep on Boba Fett until you get to the battle time. Now, one thing I have never done is get the 100 wins in the battle tower, bro. And I'm saying, I think I even got to like 70, 80 wins, and this is how mad I was. This is how mad I was, bro. You be thinking you know how to battle until you go to the battle tower, bro. And they'll show you the move set that you need to have in the Pokemon, the good combinations, bro. And this is how I learned how to use Boba Fett. Boba Fett already, he has, here's the downside of Boba Fett is he's slow. Upside is he has a ton of health. Wobbuffet, use this joint right. The move set for Wobbuffet, and I learned this in the battle topic because they caught me on this joint. Encore, do it again. And because it's now you know the logic behind battling. Use Encore so that way you know which move they're going to use. And now you know which move they're going to use. Now you know whether to use Miracle, or Counter. Then, let's just say, you already know that your health in this and third. Use Destiny Bond. And you coming with me. You coming with me. Those one-hit KO moves, that Destiny Bond is the type of John. And because the one-hit KO, you wasn't sure if it's going to hit. And because there's certain ones, you know, like, certain moves is just like, oh snap. Because you can use Explosion, but if you use Explosion or a Still or a Rock type, you just wasted, you just self-destruct yourself. So Hyper Beam, the downside of Hyper Beam was like, you gotta rest on the next turn. And there's one more, so you got that. And then there's a couple like one-hit KO moves, but you only get 5 of them, and you don't know if they're gonna hit. So it's like because I think Fissure was one move. And I think it's just a couple other moves. Like if it's a one-hit type of jump, and you know if they hit and they land, you're good to go. You can knock that, you can take people out. Because I used to. That's Wobbuffet. That's Wobbuffet move set. Because with Gengar, I used to love just, you know what I'm saying, Hypnosis, put you to sleep, Dream Meter. I get health and do damage. Crazy combos. But again, those are the moves. Like if you can't put it, Pokemon got Insomnia, you can't put it to sleep. That's 2 moves you just out back on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all right. That's my Pokemon segment of Cigar Talk.